Tries one. On the power play, Sakic fakes it, takes it, scores! Joe Sakic! Power play goal!
Welcome, everybody. This came from Gary's channel. He motivated me to get on the stream and do a little bit of a watch along for the last 30 minutes or so here of the United States versus El Salvador CONCACAF Nations League game. Thankfully, we haven't missed much because it's still 0-0 in the 60th minute. The United States men's team cannot beat El Salvador in the first 60 minutes. Oh, why? Why? You know, and I don't get on here expecting anybody to watch with me, because I think 30% of my viewers are in the UK, and if you are sleeping, that's good. If you're not sleeping and you have the means, go ahead and VPN to the United States network. Download Peacock, $5, €5, whatever you want, and fall asleep to the sweet sight of the United States drawing to El Salvador. CONCACAF Giants, El Salvador. Cole! Hey, Cole. Thanks for tuning in, my man. We're screwing around. We're having a good time here. We're just having some fun. We're having some fun today. Oh, man. Cole, hope you're well. Hope the wife is well. Hope the kids are well. Oh, Pepe's in here. Pepe, go for the United States. You know, here's the thing is I'll get on here and I'll start talking all sorts of shit. And then you got Pepe going in there, chipping the goalie. 1-0 to the United States of America. Woo! Let's go. Let's go. Cheers to that. Ricardo, Pepe, everybody. The Americans have their phone out. It's a blast. It's unbelievable. It's unbelievable. Congratulations. Goal in the 63rd minute. Great chip from Ricardo Pepe. Great goal. Great goal. Let's see. Who did he sub on for? I wasn't watching. I'm glad, Cole. Cole, it's on Peacock, but it's in Spanish, which is why you can watch it to the sweet sound of my voice if you would like. It's in Spanish, so I have it on mute, and I figured, hey, why not? Let's just do a little watch along here. Mr. Tom, isn't it way past your bedtime, my man? Isn't it way past your bedtime over there in England? I'm glad you're here, though. Don't get me wrong. Let me look here. Yeah, I think McKinney is still on. He's played terrible. He's played terrible. Yeah, so we just subbed off Pepe, after he scored the goal. Why would we keep him on? We subbed off Pepe for DK, Daryl DK, for our, the prime, the pride of West Bromwich Albion. Daryl DK, American. And then we just subbed off Brendan Aronson for Alejandro Zendejas. I am so sorry for that pronunciation. Yeah, it's 2 a.m. 2 a.m. in the UK, and this guy is still showing support to his fellow podcasters. I'm big up. Make sure if you're coming in here to smash a like. I would like exactly 5 likes from this stream if we can get it. If you're watching it on playback, why not smash, And then he came back to Orlando, and they shipped him out again. So that's that on that. That is that on that. I need to refresh my mind. Hold on. Yeah, no, he was great at Barnsley. I agree. Peacock is refreshing. By the way, I have a couple of shout outs to make. Now I'm at the 65th minute, 65, 15, 16, 17, 18, if y'all want to watch along with me. Yeah, I was kind of watching that while I was watching Gary's stream. Big up Gary. DWDT. If you're looking people up on YouTube, shoot him a sub. Shoot Matt the Southern Gooner a sub. Shoot Mr. Tom, even though his team is about to get put in an absolute sploofa this weekend by Arsenal. Shoot him a sub. Yep, so we got DK up top, Zendejas on the right, Reina in the middle, Kristen Pulisic, who has missed absolute sitters today, on the left, Musa and McKennie in the midfield, and then we got Robinson on left back, Dest at right back, Ream and Robinson in the center back position, and Arsenal's own Matt Turner in goal. A couple of subs going on. I am at 63, 37, 38, if you want to watch. Absolutely. I want to shoot out a couple of thank yous too to Connor Media. If you watch the stream from the beginning, he made my countdown a little longer, so you can go and watch the entire thing, which is pretty dope. I would say it is probably the best intro on YouTube. I'm not gonna lie, the best intro. Like not to talk shit on what he did for Jez Collins, but I'd say my intro is more actually, you know what? I can't even say it's better than Jez's. I would say that it's maybe at the level, because, you know, how are you not supposed to get emotional by watching Jez's The Arsenal History and More? Sub to him and figure out what I'm talking about. It would be a lot cool if they took McKennie off. Oh! McKennie handles it outside the box. Alan McKennie. You know what? I agree. No, take McKennie off. Why not? You know, put him in against, save him for Arsenal at the weekend. Put him up against Thomas Partey, Granit Xhaka, Martin Odegaard, the best midfield, arguably, in the Premier League this season, and watch him get absolutely torched. I agree. Let's do that. I believe that's Musa down, taking a break. Pepe is still on. Did I get that wrong? Yeah, it looks like. Yeah, no, DK started, so Pepe's up top and Aronson's in on the right. Sorry, I got that wrong, guys. I'm following ESPN, and I usually only follow hockey on ESPN. So the way they're showing this is a little weird. So yeah, Pepe up top, Aronson on the right, and everybody's favorite. The son of everybody's favorite soccer mom. You got Giovanni Reina in. Pride of Borussia Dortmund. And causer of controversy in the United States men's team. Was that Berhalter? Who knows? You can't watch him or you can't ask him because he's not actually on the field. He's not actually managing the team. So, yeah. Yes, Aronson is on. Oh, do you need him? Do you need him this weekend, Tom? Because if you're depending on Brendan Aronson to beat Arsenal, I'll have those salt and vinegar chips overnighted to you. I will have them overnighted to you, my friend. We got 3 viewers. One of them is probably my mom. Hi, Mom. Yeah. All right, so we got McKenny handling it at the back. This game's been absolutely dead. Like, this is why I don't watch the United States men's team. I might as well just watch paint dry. You know, there are so many other things that I could be doing, but I'm choosing to be here with you all because my wife is out with her friends watching The Bachelor, and I have nothing better to do but sip on a whiskey sour and watch the United States men's team. Oh, they give the ball away in the midfield. That was your boy Brandon Aronson. Cannot wait to play Leeds this weekend. It's going to be great. Good, Cole, good. Sorry, my StreamYard's going really, really slow, so if I'm missing some chats in there or it's going on and coming off, I'm sorry. And Des, play it safe. Raina, the man with the mom who is apparently okay with the crime until her son got caught on the bench. Yeah, you know, that's you see that whole situation and you see what the problem is with American football, aka soccer over here in general. That whole situation tells you all you need to know about American soccer. That's all you need to know. It's pay to play. It's the loudest mom gets their kid on the field. They don't trust managers over here. They're only like they want to see, you know, they want to see their son get absolutely slaughtered in international competitions. You know? Because, you know, the kids that can actually play can't afford it. But I'm not going to get into that. Big up the 3 or 4 viewers that are watching this right now. I really appreciate it. We are having a blast over here. Smash the likes. Smash the likes. This is honestly the first solo one I've done by myself. So if I sound a little nervous, it's because I am. Got that notification to all. Thank you, Cole. And Cole, if you ever want to just come on here or just come over and do one of these and make fools of ourselves on the internet, let's do that. I have a whole 61 subscribers now, so we'll be famous soon. Tim Ream with the ball, the back. Arguably Fulham's best player. Over to Serginho Dest. Moves it into the midfield. Dest is very, very fast up. He gives it away. El Salvador on the counter. And they give it away because they're garbage. Not even going to lie. Pulisic up the field here. He's got McKenny on his left. He dumps it off to McKenny. We're in here. Reina takes it. And they fire it into the stands. Awesome. I need some education on the sport before I start talking about it. Look, I watched soccer religiously through COVID. So that's how I learned about it. And I played a lot of FIFA. So it's pretty much my, and I watched, you know, guys like Mr. Tom, guys like, you know, Jess Collins and Lee Gunner and Kenny Ken and all these guys. And I'm kind of still getting an education, Cole. So, but the podcasts are hilarious. That's the only reason I got into it, really. That's really the only reason I got into it. But yeah, no, if you need some education, we can sit down and watch matches, classic matches, whatever you want. Just come on down to Kansas City. So if you're watching with me right now, it's 74-25. USA up 1-0 over El Salvador. No, I agree with that, Mr. Tom. I've been getting my education. Oh, El Salvador's in here. That looked offside. That was offside. Good defensive play, but yeah, that was offside. Offside in the box. I guess I will put this in the banner. I was going to wait until probably about Friday to go live again, but I couldn't help myself here. Get the banner going here so we can look professional. There we go. Let's scroll that across the bottom. There we go. USA 1, El Salvador 0. We are at 75-50. Smash the likes if you're coming in. Yeah, you want to go to a sporting match, anytime. Anytime. I know a friend of mine has ins at the Cauldron, so I would love to go and see them play. Maybe go see some old friends. We can pick out a game. Let me see what the schedule is, and I'll pick out a good game for us to go to. I think my schedule this summer, some weekends it's really, really busy, some weekends it isn't. El Salvador making a change. Mejavar comes in. Reyes out. Another eye for El Salvador. And McKinney makes a pass down to Aronson, down the wing. Aronson into the box. Shot. Blocked. Blocked. U.S. playing patty cake in the final third at El Salvador and give it away. Nope, they give it back. Destin on the right. Cross it in. Dead. Dead, 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 dead. Dead. Brandon's here. Brando, dead. Dead. Pulisic, why can't he score? Like, I really want you to educate me on this. Like, we are dead. We can beat Grenada, which has a probably a population of what, 500,000 in the entire nation. We can beat them 7-0, but El Salvador, we can't close the door on them with arguably one of the strongest 11 that we have. Arguably. I mean, Turner and goal. Really, we put our best foot forward on this game, for this game. Much to Mr. Tom's chagrin, because half of Leeds United is on the pitch right now. all through right there. Shoot. Pulisic misses again. Unreal. Brandon, if you're watching or you're just tuning in, I am at 78-50 right now. 51, 52, 53. I am watching. I'm looking to figure out how to get a scoreboard on here, guys, so we can do more of these. I would love to do watch-alongs. They're super fun, and believe it or not, I have a lot to say. Pulisic is too short. Crosses to the center. Oh. So many English fans talk shit on Christian Pulisic, and then he goes and proves them right. It really makes me angry. Really makes me angry. Yeah, no, I'm not going to refresh it again. The problem, my internet is struggling right now, so hopefully I'm coming in clear to you guys. I'm getting the your internet sucks icon in the center of StreamYard. So if I'm in and out, just let me know. This is kind of an impromptu thing anyway. So yeah. Brandon, love to know who your man of the match is so far. I started watching after I got back from the gym, so it was probably around like 11 minutes in. So, jeez. Taylor Booth almost that guy back to the freaking shadow realm. Oh, by the way, Taylor Booth did come in. There were a couple of U.S. men's changes. Reyna went off for Taylor Booth. Mensah went off for De La Torre. And, of course, we already mentioned that DK went off for Ricardo Pepi, who scored the goal, chipped the goalkeeper. Great goal by Ricardo Pepi. And then we had Zendejas subbed off for Leeds United's own Brandon Aronson. Probably Gio. Did work when he was on. Okay, good. So all that complaining that his mom did is proving right. Oh, nice cross in. Good defending by El Salvador. Brandon, are you Berhalter in or Berhalter out? I gotta know. Gotta know. Yeah, and Brando, you need to get on one of these streams too, especially if it's an international break. McKenny too, but yeah. I just hope they keep him on for the full 90. Oh, and he just forearm shivered. He just gave the forearm shiver to that guy at El Salvador. Got away with it. Yeah. Brando, I want to know, is Balogun ever going to come to the U.S. men's team, or should I stop listening to everybody who says that Balogun's going to come to the U.S. men's team? Top scorer in Liga right now, I believe. Also, let me know if I sound too big, if the mic's too high, too low. I'm usually on with a couple other people, so I can usually gauge, but let me know. Smash the like. Aronson is down. Looks like he's getting back up, though. Oh, no, he's staying down. I'm Berhalter fan. U.S. soccer needs some continuity. Like the coach from 2002, the name eludes me. I don't know. I started watching U.S. soccer consistently, like during freaking what's his name, Klinsmann. So it shows you how much I know. I think I started at like the 2010 World Cup. Balogun got overtook last week. Oh, okay, well, it wasn't gonna last forever. Yeah. So Flo Balogun, he's an Arsenal player on loan to Stade Reims in Ligue 1. He has dual citizenship between the United States and England. I think he has a dual citizenship for another country too, but I don't remember. But he's never going to be able to start for England. So everybody in the U.S., well, in the circles that I see for the U.S. men's team, is saying that he might come to the United States because he'll never get a shot with England with like Ivan Toney and Harry Kane and all the people that they have over there. So all these U.S. people are being like, get Flo in here, which I would love to see Flo Balogun in for the U.S. men's team. Pepi with a chance. Nice save by the El Salvador keeper. But yeah, no, I would love to see Flo play for the United States. I don't think it's ever going to happen. I think he really wants to play for England, but he was born in New York City. So, yeah, he can play for the United States. He'd be one of our best strikers, I think. If not the best. I mean, he was beating Mbappe. I mean, beating Mbappe, beating Messi for goal tally in the top, one of the top leagues in Europe. Not bad. Not bad. But I also want to see him for Arsenal too. Sell and Ketia yesterday. Bad cross in, bad set piece for El Salvador. Oh, that's good, Cole. I'm looking at condenser mics. I thought I had one downstairs, but I don't have one now. 7 inside. Smash the last button. Make yourself known. Comment, sub, do whatever. We are the United States of America because why not? You know, why not? I like Klinsmann. He built what Berhalter continued. I agree. I thought Klinsmann was let go unceremoniously. As long as it's not Bruce and Arenas, I'm good. And I think that not making the World Cup in 2018 really kind of showed that we needed some massive changes, and we need to start sending some more of our boys overseas. I really think that that's happening. No more of this MLS picking from the MLS thing. Not that I disrespect the MLS. It's just, in the world game, it's a retirement home for people and a development ground for others. So yeah, let's just say Clint Dempsey played for Spurs before he ever played for the Sounders. So, yep. Again, another squandered chance by the United States. About 3.5 minutes left to go in the 90. Bruce Arena. Yeah, and then he left and came back, and whatever. He can go. Yeah, after you fail to qualify for the World Cup, that's pretty much in the CONCACAF of all conferences. That's pretty much Enzo Dunzo for you, isn't it? Enzo Dunzo shot from Booth, and that didn't go anywhere. I think we are just gonna stink this out 1-0. We aren't scoring again. Anthony Robinson coming in, tripped up, and the ball goes out of play. Yeah, El Salvador is sticking to him a little bit, though. You got to say, they're stingy defensively, or have been for the most part. That and Pulisic, I mean, I don't know, man. I just can't stand Christian Pulisic. I wish he would prove me wrong. Doesn't help that he plays for Chelsea. Shot! And he tried to get too cute with it and skied it over the bar. Skied it over the bar. Is what it is. It is what it is. All right, we got 4 people in here. Yeah, we can talk about whatever you guys want. Honestly, guys, like this game's gonna be over in 7 minutes, maybe. There probably isn't gonna be too much. I mean, it's not a friendly, so I'm assuming they'll have added time. Won't be too much from what I've seen in this half. A couple of subs, so probably like 4 or 5 minutes, maybe. Four or 5 minutes. Let's see. Those of you who watch, Euro football with some of these Americans in it, who's your favorite American playing in Europe right now? I honestly want to know. I would love to know. Right now, I mean, obviously he doesn't play for us, but in this starting 11, he plays. Pepe, yeah, of course. DVS in the building, everybody. My co-host with the most. Me and Oregon Gooner. By the way, me and DVS, Oregon Gooner, we are going to have a show on Friday at 5 p.m. Eastern, the American Idiot Show. It is a weekly show, a weekly podcast, a weekly talk shit-a-thon with me and DVS, inviting the great people of mostly Premier League football fandom and YouTube stardom on to talk shit about Arsenal and the Premier League in general. This week we have Matty, the Southern Gooner, absolute legend. You may know him from the League Gunner channel. He goes and does match reviews with him. He also has his own channel, which is absolutely incredible. Jez might be joining us from the Arsenal History and More. And then we got, obviously, Oregon Gooner, DVS. And then we have that punk Deji Spurs coming on, too. I've been trying to get him on for 2 weeks, but he ducked me last week. If you're watching Deji, you take that or leave it. He probably should have come on last week so I could talk shit before Conte got the sack, right? But he wanted Conte gone, so I can't really talk too much shit about him. 4 added minutes, and it looks like we squandered another chance. Yep, Pulisic skying it, not even close. Mr. Tom says Tyler Adams. I agree. I like Tyler Adams. Tyler Adams has played very, very well this season. Very well. And he had a great World Cup for the Americans. Admittedly, I don't watch a lot of Leeds United because I like watching teams that win. But yeah. Yeah. Then you got Weston McKennie, and the problem with Weston McKennie is that he's just so inconsistent. Like, I think he's mid for the Premier League. Tom, didn't he struggle to get on the field for Leeds when he first came onto the team? Let me know. I might have just read that wrong. Aronson. Yeah, Aronson's good. I like Aronson. I like Aronson a lot. Cheers, my man. Cheers. I haven't taken a sip in a minute, so I'll go ahead and do that. Yeah, Brando Pulisic is not it. He's not it. He's so bad. Oh man, Deji verbal combat. Deji's not gonna watch this, so I don't really care, and he knows how I feel. I've been in like the comment section when he's on with Tony Claude, and when he's on with who else was he on with? He was on with somebody else too, and I was literally like having a fight with him while he was on camera. It was very funny, very entertaining. So I'm glad that like I snuck in, I dropped into his DMs. He accepted to come on the show, which I'm excited. I don't think it's gonna be like any big. It's not gonna be any big verbal slugfest. I mean, what are we gonna say about Spurs that hasn't already been said by about 10,000 other people? So it doesn't really matter. Pause for a leaky nose. Hate that. Hate it when that happens. Yeah, but DVS, I'm really looking forward to that show. That's going to be a lot of fun. Welcome back. I hope everything turned out okay with you this past weekend. Thoughts are with you, my man. Again, I've barely been watching this game. 4 added minutes. We got about a minute and 10 seconds left of this absolute snooze fest. Absolute snooze fest. But if anybody wants to hang out, ask questions, talk prem, whatever. My wife isn't here, so I'm having a blast. Well, I would be here doing this anyway if she was here. I'm just saying that I can be super loud. I can be super loud and do it. Yeah. Yeah. Honestly, and another guy that doesn't really get his flowers is Tim Ream. Tim Ream, he I think he wears the captain's armband for Fulham. Like, cannot talk too much guff on Tim Ream, even though that back line looked terrible against Arsenal. But I think we caught Fulham on a very, very bad day, and we played out of our minds. So that Arsenal 3-0 win a couple of weeks ago. That's fun to watch. Good, DVS. I'm glad to hear that, man. I'm very glad to hear that. Question: why are Arsenal going to lose on Saturday? The only way Arsenal lose on Saturday is if Partey is injured. The stadium collapses in on itself if Leeds happen to scratch a 1-0 lead at the beginning and then they have to call the game off. there's no way Leeds wins that. There's zero chance that Leeds win that game. So, just saying. I'm already predicting a 3-0. I'm already predicting a 3-0. So, Ream is distant, but still good. Not a great player. No, I agree. I didn't say he was great. I think I just think he's played very well for Fulham. He's proven that he can stick in that center back position. And there haven't been many Americans that play, or at least that I know, that play center back in the Premier League. So we're mostly known for like Landon Donovans and Clint Dempsey's and Tim Howard's. Correct me if I'm wrong, though, DVS. You know a lot more than I do. Question is, are Leeds going to have above 30% possession? Yeah, I'll get back to that in a second. The United States have won 1-0 against the dreaded CONCACAF giants, El Salvador. It was a big question, everybody. We were all really worried, I could tell, even though we had already pretty much locked up our spot in the CONCACAF Gold Cup, which we will likely win unless we run into a resurgent Mexico or Canada. You can never count out Canada. Can never count out Canada. So I'm going to go ahead and turn this off. Dempsey at Fulham was deadly. Yeah, no, I've seen a couple of clips of him at Fulham. He was very good. He was very good. I mean, you know, and I know I'm new to this thing, which is why I call myself the idiot of the group, especially in our Instagram chats with the rest of those legends. But yeah, no, I agree. Clint Dempsey. I mean, who are the top 3? And then we can switch to Arsenal if you guys want to talk about Arsenal. We can talk about hockey. We can talk about anything you guys want. I'll be on here probably for another 20 minutes or so if you guys want to chew the fat. USA Pepe better than Nketiah. Let me tell you, DVS. I know League One folks that are better than Nketiah. I know championship folks that are better than Nketiah. I know people in the development, other development leagues around the world that are better than Nketiah. We have 2 wingers in our squad that are better than Nketiah. I was saying on Gary's channel earlier that we need to sell him for a bag of balls and an old massage chair. I think that'll be a fair trade. People were saying, people in that chat were actually saying we could get rid of Nketiah for 25 mil. If that happens, I will be shocked. I'll be shocked if that happens. Good podcast to gain some education. Some fun. Okay, so I'll go with the ones that got me in, and then some really, really educational ones. Like if you start watching the games and they kind of tell you how they go. So I started watching Back Again with Troops on Barstool. That's a lot more accessible to Americans because Troops is from England, but he has a lot of Americans on, and it's Barstool. They're based out of the United States, so that's really, really accessible. Expressions, Band Sports Ooze, he's very, very fun. The guy, you cannot listen to this guy and not crack up. Like, he's absolutely hilarious. If you're looking to get a true education, Arsenal history and more on YouTube, Jez Collins, I am on his channel, and he is a permanent fixture on my channel if I get to have my way. He has been an Arsenal fan since 1967. So for those of you counting at home, that is 55 fucking years. 56, sorry. That's news. 56 fucking years. So, yeah, he knows his stuff. And he's very fun to listen to. Lee Gunner I'm a big fan of Lee Gunner too. He's fun to listen to. Very funny, and his guests are very funny too. And then yeah, I would just start off with them. Just listen, and you can branch out. Like they'll have different guests on, where you can they'll plug their channel, and then you can go and listen to their channel. That's how I kind of got into this whole thing. So, So yeah. 20 million fair price for Nketiah. I agree. I think that's, if we get 20 million for Nketiah and we don't have to, we don't have to pay that wage bill anymore, I'm good with it. I'm very good with it. Not that I'm an accountant, but I'm very good with it. We're paying somebody $100 to stay at home. So Leeds won at Man City with 28% possession in 2021. You can't really pay attention to possession stats anymore, can we? I don't think we can. Because I think we had, 70% possession against Everton and we lost away at Goodison 1-0. Worst game of the season for us, in my opinion. Us being Arsenal. And 10 men. Oh, I didn't know that. Wow. Wow. Yeah. So yeah, okay. Well, I'll just continue to plug my shit then. If you guys want to keep asking questions, you're more than welcome to. I'm probably gonna go. Yeah, I'll probably go for another 20 minutes or so, depending on the traffic and how long my motor mouth can keep going. Yeah. So this Wednesday, I'm gonna be on with Kyle Washgunner, the Irish Volcano. We're gonna preview the Leeds game, and we're only gonna really talk about Arsenal. The American Idiots podcast, we're gonna also talk about Arsenal and Leeds, but I want to talk about the wider Prem more. But Wednesday at 3:30 Central, 4:30 Eastern. I'm gonna take off work a little bit early so I can talk footy with Kyle Washgunner. Absolutely incredible. He's very, very knowledgeable too, by the way. If you tune into the last episode of Arsenal History and More, Jez's channel, he won the Arsenal quiz against Kenny Ken, who's like a virtual encyclopedia of Arsenal knowledge. So that was a big, big win for Kyle Wash. So I think he'll be throwing his victory parade on my channel, which he's more than welcome to, obviously. Mr. Tom, what's your channel? Mr. Tom, you need to get a channel. Leeds winning at Man City was the funniest robbery in football. I mean, yeah, that's one of them for sure. I think Arsenal's win at Bournemouth was, or win against Bournemouth, I should say. That was absolutely insane. That was absolutely insane. Can't believe that. Sorry, text. Mr. Tom, you should get a channel, though. You're hilarious on Gary's show, on his channel. It's absolutely hilarious. Makes my Monday nights, to be honest. Makes my Monday nights. Man, I really need to change the thumbnail of this thing. Let's see. We got two watching. I know you got two. We got two of you guys out there. Keep coming with questions. Otherwise, I'm gonna keep waxing lyrical about Arsenal here. I think we're gonna win 3-0 against Leeds. I think we are going to smoke them. I think it's not even gonna be close. As long as Party's healthy, it's not even gonna be close. So yeah, feel free to throw in your comments, and if we get enough people in here, I'll throw the link in the chat and we can just talk too. If anybody wants to do that, I got 15 minutes. You guys want me to throw the link in the chat? You want to come on here and talk? More than happy to do that too. But yeah, we're gonna absolutely turn over Leeds, and then hope and pray prior to that Liverpool got a result against Man City. Because if Liverpool get a result against Man City, whether it be a draw or a victory, I mean, and we beat Leeds, we go 11 points clear, and Man City have a game in hand. Yeah, that's I won't call it curtains because I'll never say that we're going to win a championship before it actually happens. But that's pretty much curtains, especially with the amount of international football that Man City have to play. Keeping in mind, Man City have an easier Prem schedule, but they also have to get past Bayern, and they're still in the FA Cup, I believe, too. And they're probably going to win that, to be honest. Beat Liverpool, Chelsea, and drew at United. Underestimating Leeds will be a mistake. Let's look at Leeds results from this season. I mean, Bournemouth beat Liverpool. Chelsea are dead. And drawing at Man United is a huge result. I can't talk crap against that. Drawing, especially at Old Trafford, is unreal. So that is good. But Leeds are very, very close to the relegation zone. So yeah, actually let's go ahead and share. Let's go ahead and look at the table here while we're on. Cole, I will absolutely hit you up, man. Get some sleep. Thanks for tuning in. We clearly play better against bigger teams is my point. Okay, well that's a good point. That's a good point. Does it scare you at all that this is the case, Mr. Tom? And I'm sorry that I missed the beginning of your show, but I tuned in at the end. So let's go ahead and zoom in over here. So Leeds, well, you guys got a game in hand. You guys are only 3 points off the relegation zone. So if you have any stretch of bad form, it's going to be long for you guys. But obviously you still have Everton, Nottingham Forest, and Leicester City below you. But yeah, I mean, 3 points between Leeds and the bottom of the table. Woo! Squeaky bum time, huh? Squeaky bum time. Mr. Tom, who do you think's going down, realistically? Tell me who you think is going down. Who is going down? Who's coming up? Let's look at some of these Leeds results here. Yeah, I mean, yeah, in the games, it's not like you lost those games by a lot. I mean, you lost against Chelsea 1-0. I mean, you guys really haven't gotten blown out. I mean, really, other than that 5-2 stinker at Brentford, you really haven't gotten killed. So, yeah, I stand corrected. No, not too bad. Not too bad. So, I mean, one goal here, one goal here, one goal there. Jesse Marsch still might have a job. So, that's that on that, I guess, huh? And then, yep, and then Arsenal are obviously top of the table. Let's go back. Go back. Arsenal's still top of the table, 8 points clear of Man City. Man City have a game in hand, but obviously if we, talk to the right gods or whoever, whoever might actually come on, Man City would, drop some points to Liverpool. That would help our situation a ton. So really, really hoping that happens. We'll see what happens, though. Bournemouth, Southampton, and maybe Forest. Yeah. Yeah, I don't think Forest are going down. I think Forest are staying up. I think Bournemouth and Southampton. I think Everton are still in trouble, too. I mean, you still got Sean Dyche in there, but I think Everton are still in trouble. They're going to be playing. That would be terrible if they were playing championship football in that brand new stadium, wouldn't it be? That'd be awful. Awful for those fans, but it is what it is. It is what it is. Juan Carlos, welcome to the channel, my friend. Smash a like, smash a sub. Pulisic, washed winger, who can't take set pieces. Fullbacks can't cross to save their lives. Just doesn't know how to pass the ball without looking away. Aronson, all he does is flop. I can't disagree with a lot of what you're saying, to be honest. But that's U.S. men's soccer for you. That's U.S. men's football. What are you going to do? We don't have consistent players. We're not going to have consistent players, like superstar players, until we start sending them overseas. Or we get rid of pay to play in the United States. Take your pick. Take your pick. Force have only scored 4 goals in away games this season. Leeds scored 4 away in 1 game last week. No, well, that's fair. That's fair. I mean, I can't argue those stats, Mr. Tom, and I will give you one thing. You are very, very good with stats, and I will not challenge you on that. Hold on, let me pull up the league table again because I need to give my bottom 3 here. Let's see. Who do I think is going down in an earlier round? Fallout Boy. We're consistently inconsistent. The life of an American fan of any international sport, to be honest. What have the United States won lately? I mean, our women are great, but other than that, we're pretty garbage. Doesn't matter if it's hockey, baseball. We lost to Japan in the World Baseball Classic. Not that I really even paid attention to that. But yeah, no, welcome to being an American fan on the international stage is tough sometimes. Very tough. I think West Ham are going to pull out of it. Leicester City have games in hand. Yeah. I still think, I mean, anybody, but this is a fun look at the table because anybody between 12th and 20th right now could go down, like realistically, and it's long for those teams, because you got Crystal Palace. You know, let me just share this again. I canceled it way too soon. Way too soon. Enjoy the enthusiasm of Americans. Yeah, it's the hope that kills you, Tom. I've been working with a lot of people from the UK, obviously, over the last couple of weeks, and they say that I'm very enthusiastic. I'm enthusiastic, about life in general, depending on when you catch me. But yeah, no, I've gotten that a lot from folks in the UK. Yeah, so I'm definitely saying Southampton are done. They're out. They're going to be done out here, I think. Bournemouth is going down too. It's just who else? Who else? I think Forest stay up. I really do. I'm stuck between Everton and Leicester going down. I think, honestly, Everton are probably going down. So I'm going to Everton right now. Way too early predictions. I'm going Everton. I'm going Everton, Bournemouth, and Southampton. For anybody who cares to know. But we'll see. My opinion can change from day to day, from moment to moment. Call me a flip-flop. Call me whatever you want. You can call me whatever you like. Let's see. Sorry, I got text messages that I just absolutely blew off today. Woo! Yeah, we'll probably go another 7 minutes, and then we'll get out of here. If there are any other questions, you let me know. Peppy, yeah, Steve, Strasburg Steve in the building. Go and sub to him. If you guys are still watching, sub to Strasburg Steve. He is an American that watches more football than I can even imagine watching. This guy's an absolute legend. Sub to him. He shows me, he's introducing me to all of these different international football leagues. So it's a lot of fun to do watch-alongs with him. It's jokes. He's way too up for me because he works at night. So usually when I'm joining him, he's been up for like the last 12 hours and I'm just waking up. But big up Strasburg Steve. Brando, definitely give a follow to Strasburg Steve. Cole, if you're watching this on playback, give a follow to Strasburg Steve. He knows his stuff. That Pepe chip was unbelievable. That was a great goal. But the rest of the time, the U.S. couldn't finish their dinner. We should have won that game 4-0. Pulisic couldn't hit water if he fell out of a boat. 9 teams separated by 3 points. It's going to change a lot. I agree. That's why I call it my way too early prediction. Way too early prediction. I just don't think, Everton can't score. Who on Everton can score? Calvert-Lewin. So that's why I think they're going down. Southampton, save James Ward-Prowse from there. I'm very, very interested to see where he lands after this season. Arguably one of the best free kick takers in the world, and he's languishing on that team. It's too long. Get him out of there. Get him out of there. Get him out of there. Yeah. So, Strasburg Steve, I need you back on the channel soon, my friend, if you're still watching. Educate us on Ukrainian League football. Educate us on Eredivisie, right? That's the Dutch league. Educate us on football in general and show us your shirt collection, please. All right. Let's see here. I think that about covers it. Yeah, you know what? We're going to go ahead and end this. I've been going for about an hour. We're going to go ahead and end it a little earlier than I said we were. Big up everybody that joined. I saw that we got a couple of likes. We got a couple of subs. We're having some fun out here. I'll do more of these. Just fireside chats with Tej if anybody wants to. I think James Ward-Prowse would be out of there if he was good outside of his free kick ability. Some teams would just take a free kick merchant, to be honest. He's good. He's good at other things, right? You'd hope. He's the best player at Southampton. I guess that. I was gonna make a joke, but I won't make it. Okay, but anyway, yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and wrap this up. Thanks for everybody who tuned in, is watching on playback. Make sure you're smashing likes. I'll edit the thumbnail to reflect that I watched half of the United States game. United States victorious over El Salvador 1-0. Catch my podcast a little bit later in the week. I'm going to be, again, previewing the Arsenal Leeds game with Kyle Walsh-Gunner and honestly anybody from our group chat that wants to join. So I'll drop the link for those guys and we'll have a quick Arsenal chat. And then tune in to the American Idiot Show Friday at 5 o'clock. Friday at 5 o'clock Eastern Time. We will be discussing Arsenal and Leeds, and if a certain supporter of Spurs comes on, we will talk about Antonio Conte getting the boot at Tottenham, and what they need to do to get out of the mud. Fire Levy, but get out of the mud, but fire Levy. Being the best player at Southampton is like being the nicest guy in prison. Okay, you know what? I was going to go a lot meaner than that. But that's a good one, Tom. I'll take that one. Good night, sir. Thank you so much. Thank you guys so much for joining in. Really, really, really appreciate it. Share the channel around. If anybody wants to come on next time, I'll drop the link in the chat. But right now, I need to crash. So, good night. Big up the United States of America. Come on, you Gunners. We'll talk later.